All right, today I'm going to recycle this and this, and I'm going to grow basil in it. So I'm going to use that as a top to put on top of this, so it creates like a little greenhouse. All right, first thing I need to do, put some holes in this because it hasn't got any holes in it. Okay, so got a few holes in there. That's sufficient for the drainage. The wind's picked up, it's going to rain. I'll be back in a minute. Okay, so the rain's held up a little bit now. Let's get some soil in. We're going to go for about 30 centimeters deep, 300 mil. So pretty much up to about those little things there, little molded bits on the side. So we've got the soil in. I'm just going to give that a light water, and I'm just going to mulch over the top of it, and then I'm going to let it settle. So I'm going to use sugarcane mulch, and I just want it to sink a little bit because that will sink a little bit. You like that? It will sink a little bit. So we'll get the mulch on, water it in. So this is what we're going to be planting. Just regular basil. The basil does really well in like greenhouse environments where it's a little bit humid. So we're still getting a few cold nights. So we'll see how we go. But hopefully it'll do all right. Okay, so we've taken the basil out of the pot. I've put the tag in the side here, even though I know it's basil. And just be careful. Because we're going to be using each individual basil plant. Okay, now I've put a couple in. I'm just going to do it in rows. So all we need to do, try and keep as much of the root system as you can. Now along the row, just with your fingers, dig a little hole, get rid of any extra. Backfill it, just press down nicely and that's it. Nice and gentle. Basil can bruise a fair bit, okay? It's very kind of delicate, so we don't want to be too rough with it. Now I'll pop the rest of these in, and I'll do one of those sped up sequences because I like them. Okay, now they're all in. Just make sure, just well, it's kind of backfilling with the mulch, so to speak. Just make sure the leaves aren't, being squashed down or anything like that. They've all got their own little space. They'll come up through it, but just, give them a good start. All right, now all we have to do literally is put our makeshift greenhouse top on. I've watered this in really well beforehand. Normally I would say, now you can water it in, but I would just leave it. All right, so obviously when I planted them, I made sure that I came in a certain distance to accommodate for the sides of this. Just make sure it's down nice and tight, and that's it. Now there's two main reasons why I'm doing this. First of all, basil loves that kind of humid condensation type area. Does really well in greenhouses. A Greek lady I was talking to when I worked in nurseries years ago came in and bought basil. And I said, how do you grow yours? What's some tips? And she said, put a bag over them, put them in your greenhouse. You'll get massive leaves. Fantastic. I've been doing it ever since and it works really well. Second reason why I'm doing this, Mr. Crow. Second reason I'm doing this is because we're still getting some frosts and cold nights and I don't want it to burn. So this will protect it. That's, that's the crow. Good on you, crow boy. All right. Thanks for watching. See you soon. Check me out on Instagram @Produce Garden. Post a lot more stuff on there. Take care.